Hello everybody, I am Dr. Sofia Nalvaya and in this presentation we are going to discuss the narrative style of Raja Rao in the novel Kanthapura, which is also regarded as his magnum opus. It is noteworthy that the written work of Raja Rao does not extend beyond a few thousand pages, yet the limited work that he wrote has secured him a position as a renowned global writer in English. It has also helped him secure the position of in Anglo-Indian writing on the global map, along with Raja Rao, Mulkraj Anand, and R.K. Narayan are regarded as the three pillars of the Anglo-Indian novel form in India. With Raja Rao, Indian novel has come of age. His novels are more like books of metaphysics and philosophy rather than having the traditional plot structure of the traditional novel form. In his novels, he tries to reorient the Indian storytelling form by modulating it with the modern experiments in the art of novel writing going on in the Europe of his times. The Gandhian movement for freedom struggle had called the entire India in its grip, and it caught the attention of this vibrant author also. In Kanthapura, Rajarao explores the philosophical concerns of the Gandhian thought. Like the three eyes of the Siva, the three focal points of the Gandhian thoughts for Rajarao were non-violence, Hindu-Muslim unity, and Khaddar. Although freedom struggle has been a favorite subject of many, what makes Kanthapura unique is Rajarao's mystique design. In Kanthapura, we have the fusion of poetry and politics, religion, and social reform. Rajarao's mystique design of Kanthapura is a unique portrayal of the freedom struggle. And Kanthapura is perhaps the only novel that goes successfully to the depth of national uprising, the patriotic urge not of town and cities but of remote villages like Kanthapura. There is an autobiographical tone in almost all of Rajarao's novels. To quote Professor Harish Raizada, though Rajarao has used the internal point of view of I as the narrator in all of his four novels, the four novels are namely Kanthapura, The Serpent and the Rope, The Cat and the Shakespeare, and Comrade Kirlov. He has introduced several variations in his autobiographical mode of narration to lend verisimilitude to narrative and add intensity to the emotional experience. In Kanthapura, this I is an old woman by the name of Achakka. Achakka is an old woman with rare insight, intelligence, and a sense of discrimination which enables her to understand the Satyagraha. Her firm understanding of the various characters of the village help her communicate the thrill of the Gandhian movement woven into the fabric of the social life of Kanthapura. She is the Tiresias of T.S. Eliot's The Wasteland. She knows the past and can foresee the future. She not only has the knowledge of Satyagraha but has also experienced it as a participant in the Satyagraha movement. She is the witness narrator who weaves together not only the past and the present but also gods and mans. Achakka is a very progressive woman and she has a really broad outlook towards things as she does not object even to Ratna's wearing bangles and putting up bindi. Here we need to remember that Ratna is a child widow and in the times of which we are telling, the widows were deprived of all the rights to a normal life. The choice of Achakka, the old village grandmother, is totally apt as it enables the novelist to communicate the story in a very comprehensive and lively manner with the very modulation of her tone and stress through the various situations and time. There is a Puranic type of philosophy in Kanthapura. The story of goddess Kanchamma, invoked to overcome a demon settling in Kanthapura permanently, is reminiscent of coming of Ganga on this earth to save Bhagirath and his generations. The total destruction of Kanthapura towards the end of the novel is symbolic of the birth of the new out of the ashes of the old. Raja Rao even weaves the freedom struggle in the Sthal Puranas narrated by Jay Ramachara, in which Gandhi is depicted as God Ram, the British as Ravan, and India as Sita. If Gandhi is the god, then Murthy is definitely the avatar in Kanthapura. Another interesting aspect of the narrating style of Kanthapura is Raja Rao's use of literal translation of Indian phrases and idioms such as traitor to his salt, sparrow voice, laid is laid, stomach that has borne 8 children, which add an Indian flavor to the story. In Kanthapura, Raja Rao makes new experiments with style. The syntax of his sentence is quite different from King's English. All in all, Kanthapura is an epic of freedom struggle encompassing India's vastness within its artistic structure of a work of fiction. It is a marvel of narrative art, a blend of Puranic styles, symbols, myths, religious metaphors, and linguistic experimentations.